The newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. President Bongbong Marcos has left for the United States to attend the United Nations General Assembly. More details in this report by Camille Samonte.
President Bongbong Marcos is all set for the 77th United Nations General Assembly as he left the country on Sunday. This will be his first engagement with the international body and first visit to the U.S. since assuming office. In his departure speech, Marcos said his participation in the event reaffirms the country's commitment to the ideals of the organization.
The UN is where the countries of the world congregate to discuss the most pressing challenges facing our people. Thus, it is important for us to participate in the General Assembly and to make certain that our voice is heard.
The president is also scheduled to deliver his address on September 20 U.S. time. He is expected to touch on several issues like climate change and food security.
Which I will outline our expectations of the United Nations and the work ahead, the role our country will play, and our contributions to strengthening the international system.
But the UN event is not his only engagement during the trip, as he will also attend bilateral talks, business engagements, and meet with other board leaders and the Filipino community.
I will discuss with them opportunities for stronger cooperation. I will also participate in business activities to forge more partnerships to advance our national economic and sustainable development agenda.
With him in the U.S. visit are top government officials, including Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo, as well as the administration's economic team and senior business leaders. They are expected to stay in New York City for almost a week. For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
The kilusan ng magbubukid ng Pilipinas has criticized President Marcos Jr.'s trip to the United States. In a statement, the progressive group underscores that Marcos left the country in a mess, citing several issues, including the weakening of the peso and the recent round of fare hikes. The KMP is also urging the president and his delegation to behave and act accordingly, as the world knows about the Marcos' human rights violations and corruption record. Marcos Jr. is allowed to visit the U.S. under a diplomatic immunity as head of state despite being named in a contempt order issued by a U.S. court barring his entry to the country. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Volunteers and government agencies have teamed up in cleaning several shorelines and waterways. Josh Camo has the story.
Plastic bottles, cups, and microwavable containers. These compose the trash gathered by the Coast Guard and Environmental Department at the Dolomite Beach cleanup. This was part of the International Coastal Cleanup Day held on Saturday. Aside from the Dolomite Beach, coasts near the Mall of Asia in Pasay, Navotas, and Quezon City were also cleaned. Rear Admiral Robert Patrimonio said they gather so much trash from Manila Bay every week. He added that some of these came from nearby rivers and areas.
Per week, we collect about 5,000 kilos of waste. So i-multiply mo yan, ganyan kadami ang weekly, sa isang area lang yan. But however, yung nakikita nating waste ngayon, they are washouts galing sa mga river estuaries, galing sa ibang areas. Dito na papadpad despite may nilalagay tayo ng mga booms to contain the spill dahil sa alon, nag-overspill yung waste.
The Coast Guard has partnered up with the Climate Change Commission to segregate their collected trash.
We specify by brand po. With that, ang intention ng Climate Change Commission is to go back to the manufacturers because they have a social responsibility para ma-reduce ang waste na natatapon sa ating karagatan, sa ating kapaligiran.
Climate Change Commissioner Albert de la Cruz noted that the country is the third largest contributor of plastic waste in the world's oceans. He added that this could be reversed through a whole-of-nation approach.
Kailangan po bilang Pilipino tulong-tulong tayo. Plastic, according to the World Bank study, already invaded our food chain. That is why we do have a lot of microplastic in our bloodstream, and even the umbilical cord of a newborn child already.
Meanwhile, Miss Earth Philippines Water 2022 Angel Santos called on the public to help in preserving the environment.
At bilang isang tao na parte ng ating komunidad, isa nating responsibilidad na mag-take action sa lahat ng mga bagay na makakatulong sa ating environment.
This passerby said she was happy to see Manila Bay so clean.
Kasi dati hindi ganito ang itsura. Pangit nung araw. Madumi ito nung araw. Nung nagpupunta kami dito, hindi siya ganito kaganda.
Authorities claimed that the beautification project helps in improving the people's behavior.
Nakita nila na malinis yung shore. So kung malinis ang shore, kung ikaw parang human nature natin, nahiya tayong magtapon.
For News 5, Josh Camo, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Over 99% of those who participated in the Maguindanao plebiscite are in favor of the province's division into two based on the municipal canvass of votes. Provincial canvassers have yet to finish the official counting of votes. Executive Secretary Vic Rodriguez has resigned from his post, citing family reasons. But he said he will remain serving the administration as Presidential Chief of Staff. And in the UK, 8 grandchildren of the late Queen Elizabeth II gathered in a vigil beside her coffin. Her state funeral will be at Westminster Abbey on Monday and is expected to be watched across the globe. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.